What a week for crypto. What a week for Bitcoin. I'm really excited about the prospect of a couple things right now. And one of them is where Bitcoin's going. But Bitcoin's going to drag up all the other cryptos. Not all of them. I mean, this isn't financial advice. I'm not your financial advisor. But Bitcoin has a tendency to drag up altcoins. When Bitcoin does well, typically money flows into crypto and it goes to the altcoins. And so we're going to talk about my Bitcoin predictions at the end here. I'm also going to give you another prediction. I'm going to tell you briefly about some partnerships I'm about to go into. And before we do all that, let's talk about how a couple projects that I'm in are doing. First one being, this is Eazybot. And so Eazybot is a crypto trading software that works with your exchanges, so you get to keep your money under your lock and key in your exchange. And this just sends a buy and sell signal through the API. It works with Binance US, Binance. If you're in certain parts of Europe, KuCoin. In the US, it works with Kraken, like I said, Binance US and Coinbase. So I use all three of those exchanges to hedge out my trading dollars amongst them to see which one performs better. So anyway, this one, I'll be honest, since the beginning of the year, it's been a little lackluster. When the altcoins went up with Bitcoin and then they came down, my trades are stopped until the coin comes back up. But I'm trying to add money into them, so that doesn't happen. I'm not using Eazybot exactly how it's supposed to be used, but I would realize more little profits along the way if I was. But I have a hybrid use of it. But anyway, it works great for me. I love it. This week, here's my trades. I had about 81, 84 at risk. So people ask like, hey, can you show how much money you had in there and how much it made? This is exactly what that is. So this week, the value of the coins that I had in there and the tether that's used to trade, it trades usually USD, USDC, or tether and another coin. One of those typically is the underlying coin that you used to buy and you sell to get that back out of. So I have $8,184 at risk there. This week, the Eazybot trades were we made about $29 in the Eazybot trade, which is 0.36%. So not a huge gain. If you annualize 0.36, do I do that? Did I do that? No, I didn't. So if you annualize 0.36 times 52 weeks, that's 18%. So not terrible. People are like, dude, I get that a week in my rug play. Well, yeah, but your rug play is going to rug you eventually. So I've been doing this since August 25th of 2022. So a year and a half now with Eazybot, and it's performed. Now, this is the gross profit. I have to take out my fees, which were steep this week. Steep fees because lower trade amounts, the fees are still there. So I had a net return of $13.51. So that's a 17.17% return, 8.58% annualized net return this week. If I took that net return and if that's what I made every week for a year, I'd get about 8.58%. Still double what what a savings account would be at a really high earning yielding account. And so, but the other thing is my coins have appreciated and I've compounded this. So this is not really a true indicator because does not take into effect compounding. And sorry to go off on a divergent, but if you look at daily compound interest, did that not work? Let me take you offline here. If you look at daily compounding or compounding interest, let's look at a compound interest calculator. Sorry for the fun stuff here. Daily compound interest. Here it is. Let's go back there. So look, if I take, what did I say, 81, 84, and I have a weekly interest rate of, what did I say, 0.34? This isn't going to be astronomical because the number is low, 0.17 for 1 year. And I didn't add any extra money. I end up with a rate of return. Okay, what is that? 753, about 10%. Not terrible, right? Not terrible. It's better, and if the coins appreciate, that's on top of that. So anyway, I'm way off track here. Let's get back to it. So my bots have been doing not great. Okay, not great, but you see the potential. I've made, smaller on a smaller account, higher returns, when that thing moves. Now, I'm going to be adding more money to this so that the bots will be more active and trade more, and the return should be more consistent. I'm not quite there yet because I have money. It doesn't matter where I have the money. I'll show you here in a few minutes. But anyway, Eazybot. I still love Eazybot. It still works for me. If you want to take a look deeper into Eazybot, down below there's a referral code. So check it out. You don't have to commit to anything. You can go sign up for free bots, free 2 bots for 45 days they'll give you to try it out with your exchange. It's really not hard to hook it up. I'm not telling you to do this, but if you want to look at it, the information's below. If you have any questions, join my Discord. You can ask all the Eazybot questions you want, and as far as some other projects that we're in, you can check it out there. Believe it or not, the referral link or the link is down below as well. And if you're not a subscriber, this is the time to hit the subscribe button, like and share. Let's go to the next project. Oh, Seletti. So Seletti I've been in for 2 weeks now, and it continues to pay out. The withdrawals are instant, and I like this so far. It's been very good to me. So I put $500 of my money in there. Here we go, $500. And it's given me $20.59 back this week, which is 4.11% return this week. So a total return of $29, which is a 5.89% return in 2 weeks. That's ridiculously good. Now, there is a high risk to these things. They could end. They could rug pull. They could have bad trading day. You know, they've been around since October 18th, so a couple months now. So I don't know if this is going to last the test of time or not, but like I said, I had enough confidence in it to put my money in it. The active users has gone up since I've been in it. So's the value staked. I'm in the PAM account, and the PAM account has been averaging, let's see here, 1.14% return. The PAM account. You have to put a minimum of $500. I have a referral link down below if you want to check it out. I'm not telling you to do that. This is high risk. So they had a 1.05 on February 9th. You know, let's see. Let's take a look to see if I can see the historicals. Oh, there's some other ones that they do. If you only have $250, you can do 0.7%, $50, 0.5%. But the PAM account is a real trading account. And so they have their results right here in their trade report. And right here, you can look. They got, on February 9th, they got 1.05%. Here are the trades they did. It's all forex trading. So forex trades from Sunday at 5 p.m. to Friday at 5 p.m., so 5 days a week. 24 hours during that period, I believe, but 5 days a week, not on the weekends. And so you see the average about 1.14% return. It's working so far. Let's move on. Revtoken. I haven't really talked about Rev. I had to put out a video yesterday where I briefly talked about Rev. And Rev, as you can see, has had some ups and downs. They had some management changes. It freaked everyone out, and everyone ran away. They went all the way down to 0.0. What was their low? 0.015 something? 0.0015. So, or 0.0018, I thought it was. Okay. But it went down to like 18% of a penny. So, went very low. I bought, and I can prove that because my stake has gone from, let's go, we're jumping all around. I had 2 weeks ago, I had 11,676 shares. Now I have 29,152. It's currently at 0.0072. Now, why did I buy at low and take a risk when, you know, people were selling? Is because I know that if you go in the Discord, they're very, very heavily involved in there. And there is a lot of discussion of the utility they're bringing, the partnerships they're bringing. They're they're partners with a new project called Prevail Token that has real generating revenue aspects, and they're trying to put these partnerships together to generate revenue, and the revenue gets paid out in Matic. And there hasn't been a lot of revenue right now because we're only getting revenue based on the buys and sells because there's a 10% buy tax and 10% sell tax. Well, they're trying to put together other revenues so people will be more inclined to buy it to get an even greater return. Now, a lot of those aren't done yet, and it might take some time to put together. But look, this took okay. This token was up at 5 cents, 6 cents, right? So we're well below there. Is there risk in this? Sure, there's risk in everything. And my only disclaimer here is no one's paying me for this. No one's paying me to do this video whatsoever. But I do own shares of Rev. So yes, I would like to see it go up. But I'm telling you why I'm doing these things. I bought this because I believe that the team that's involved now is extraordinarily passionate about making this wildly successful. So was the last team, but they had other things going on in their life where they couldn't commit to this, is how I took it. And they were doing a good job. They had a hard time getting some projects off the ground, but that's okay. They did a good job, and now here's where we are, and this team is really, really involved. I mean, this is their passion child here. I don't know if that's a term or not, but I'm going to use it. So long story short is I'm in Revtoken. I think that the project's going to do well eventually, and I'd rather buy here than way up there. Is it a risk? Absolutely. I'm in for my coin value now is about $209. I probably have a little more invested in that because I bought, back here. Oh, where did I buy? No, not really. Yeah, I probably spent at 4 cents. No, I bought it a little bit before then. So I'm probably in around 2-3 cents. So I'm about even, I would say, with the money I've put in, maybe a little bit low. Anyway, Revtoken, check it out if you haven't checked it out yet. Now, my Coinbase, I bought $10,250 worth of Bitcoin and Ethereum. That is now worth, it's finally on the positive side right here. It is now that $10,250 is worth $10,686. That's a $436 gain. That's 4.25%. This is my static buy and hold. I've bought this much. I'm holding it. This is my return. Now, I might not do that forever because I might put more of that into trade. There's one more project I'm going to squeeze in here before I get into the things, and I totally forgot to ready it, so I'm going to pause this for a quick minute. All right, so I'm back. I had to get my Pionex up. So anyway, Pionex, I had originally about $800 put in there. I put another $394 in. I couldn't get to exactly 400. I tried to. And so here's what that looks like. Now my AAVE has not performed well because, there's a little bit of profit, 1.14% of profit, but my price range was $88,000 or $88.10 to $136. Well, it dropped below that range, so it kind of stalled out. And as it goes up, it'll sell those positions, and you'll see this do better, and you'll see this get better. So the way I've dispositioned, there's this and there's this one. The Bitcoin one has been doing well. This is well within its range. I actually changed its grid, shifted it over just a little bit up. So now I've had 8 transactions in 24 hours. I just sold, looks like I just liquidated a position. I've sold $10 worth. That's about 1.26% because I just added double the amount of money in there. So it was really 2.5 or 2.5%. But because I added another $400, now it looks down. Okay, so this is how this looks. The Pionex trading. Where is it? Pionex, here we go. So in Pionex, I have $1,194. The overall P&L is down $44. That's mostly due to unrealized gains and losses. So I'm down 3.73%, but I've come back from a 10-point deficit. Trade profit this week, $1.74. So 0.14% trade profit this week. So I'm still very bullish on Eazybot. This is what you get for a free bot, Pionex. I have links down below. It gets returns, and it's trading that, but I like the returns better from Eazybot so far, and this is what I'm doing. I'm testing it like I told you I would. I'm probably going to add another bot in there in a little bit, but right now I have Pionex and Eazybot. I'm both testing those. And so that is about it for the ones that are still active. Now listen. These next couple weeks are going to be very interesting for Eazybot as we lead up to the halving. And we've seen a record amount of money go into the Bitcoin, spotted Bitcoin ETF. And we've seen over $10 billion go into those markets. And if you really study this and you watch what's going on, you'll know that there's a lot of money. If you look at the stocks that buy and sell things to do with Bitcoin, I have friends that say, look, I didn't buy Bitcoin, but I bought Coinbase, or I didn't buy Bitcoin, or I bought this blockchain ETF that has to do with companies that work on blockchain items. And you'll see these stocks have gone up and up and up. And that's because they don't know how to get into Bitcoin yet. Bitcoin is the underlying asset that these big companies are trading, and they want in on this. But they don't have the time to figure out to go onto an exchange, how to, on-ramp money into there, understanding how to do all the codes and all the wallet addresses and things like that. They haven't done that yet. The average consumer doesn't want to do that. So that's why big companies brought the Bitcoin to the masses through this ETF. Well, when they realize, when their financial advisor or their money man or woman get the ability to sell this stuff, which most of them don't right now. They're trying to figure out compliance and what's allowed, what's not allowed. But once these money managers allow their clients to buy these things, because a lot of these big houses won't allow them to do that yet. But once they do, you're going to see that money just explode in Bitcoin, because the average user is going to buy something that has to do with crypto. And when they do that, it's going to explode the market. I see Bitcoin going to 100,000 this year. That's what I see. Don't make any bets on that whatsoever. That is a prediction and a guess, a forecast, if you will. But do not make any moves based on that. That's an outlandish prediction, but I see it happening. And history has proven this in the past, but that doesn't mean it's going to happen in the future. Past performance isn't indicative of future results. The other thing I'm going to tell you is I have a couple partnerships coming up with some real projects that get decent returns, 10 to 20% a month, that have real world examples and revenues that they've been building. I have another one that's about to launch this week that I really want to talk with the founder on here. Hopefully I'll have him on this week, and I'll hopefully have the founder of the other project I'm talking on this week or the next week. So there's a lot of stuff going on right now, and there's a lot of money flowing back into the cryptos. So just pay attention. So if you're not a subscriber, like and subscribe, share this video with anyone who you might think will find any value in it whatsoever. But please go ahead and hit the like button. I'll talk to you later.